Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Wrestling Results here on this channel. AEW Dark Results. Former champion from WWE makes his big debut. Top star attacked with brass knuckles. PAC's main event. This week's AEW Dark opened with a pre-recorded segment of FTR cutting a promo from Dax Harwood's house. FTR issued an open challenge to all luchadors except the Lucha Bros for the next episode of Dynamite, where they will put their AAA Tag Team Championship on the line. The main show finally kicked off with Excalibur and Taz welcoming fans as the in-ring proceeds to get underway with a tag team match. We have Santana and Ortiz versus Joey Coleman and Idris Abraham. AEW tag team debut on AEW Dark. Santana started the match for his team, while Idris stepped in from the other end. Coleman told his partner to go after Santana's leg, but the Inner Circle members executed a drop step and landed two stiff back elbows. Santana got a round of applause for a basement dropkick as Abraham struggled to tag out of the match. Santana went for the three amigos and got in Ortiz for the third suplex. Ortiz brought Coleman into the ring and dropped him down with a short arm clothesline. Santana tagged himself in and delivered a double power bomb on Coleman with Ortiz's help. Idris showed some fight with an Instaguri, but Ortiz and Santana were a step ahead. The duo executed a perfect combination that included a knee lift and Instaguri and a rolling lariat. The combo knocked Idris lights out and was more than enough to get Santana and Ortiz the win. Your winner is results. Santana and Ortiz defeat Joe Coleman and Idris Abraham on AEW Dark, Grade B. Via Van versus Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero on AEW Dark. Vicky Guerrero cut the music with her trademark "Excuse me," and she didn't miss the chance to insult Justin Roberts. Guerrero introduced Nyla Rose as the future TBS champion before the Native Beast entrance theme was played once again on AEW Dark. Rose started the match on the front foot as she tossed Viva Van across the ring with ease. Rose kicked her opponent in the ribs and sized her up before coming in for a back elbow. Van avoided contact and tried to string a few kicks together. Nyla chopped Van across the windpipe and rocked her with a heel kick out of nowhere. Rose finally landed the running back elbow, which was the setup for the Beast Bomb. As expected, this was just another routine victory for the former AEW Women's Champion. The winner, Nyla Rose, defeats Viva Van on AEW Dark. Grade C. Next, Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson versus Eli Knight and Malik Bosaid. AEW Tag Team debut on AEW Dark. Brock Anderson locked up with Malik Bosaid in the AEW Dark match and faced some difficulty while encountering the initial grappling exchanges. Anderson is still very green in the ring, and it showed during the early seconds of the match. Brock managed to drop Bosaid with a slam and tried to kick a hole in his opponent's chest with some aggressive stomps. Lee Johnson came in and delivered a snap mirror and kicked to Bosaid's spine. Eli Knight got the tag and was immediately taken off his feet by Johnson. Eli Knight showed off his eligibility with a brilliant handspin. Johnson one-upped him with a front flip counter. Knight had some grit in him as he shoved Johnson in the face and screamed, "You can't beat me." Big Shotty responded with a massive clothesline. He sent Bosaid out of the ring before tagging in Brock Anderson back in the match. Arn Anderson's son dropped Knight with a spinebuster before Johnson came through for a frog splash from the top turnbuckle. Brock covered Knight for the 3 count. Your results are Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson defeats Eli Knight and Malik Bosaid on AEW Dark. Grade B. Daniel Garcia with 2.0 versus RSP on AEW Dark. From a stylistic standpoint, the next AEW match looked incredibly promising on paper. Daniel Garcia and RSP began with a high octane collar and elbow tie up. Garcia used the referee to create a distraction before going on the offensive. Daniel used familiar looking strikes to keep RSP on the ground. Garcia caught RSP's roundhouse kick and executed a perfect dragon screw. Daniel Garcia knew that he was no match for RSP's power, and he focused on keeping his opponent on the mat. Garcia targeted the knees and headed with a variety of strike-based moves. 2.0 briefly got involved in the match with an assist from the outside. RSP responded with an enziguri that staggered Garcia. Daniel countered the chokeslam with a guillotine. RSP broke the submission hold by delivering a brutal toss across the ring. RSP charged with a splash in the corner, followed by a nasty power slam. Garcia kicked out at 2 and managed to reverse another chokeslam. He got in another front face headlock before transitioning to the back for a rare naked choke. RSP was forced to tap out, handing Garcia a big submission win on AEW Dark. Your winner results are Daniel Garcia defeats RSP on AEW Dark. Grade B+. The Dark Order's John Silver and Alex Reynolds with -1 Sean versus Sean Carr and Marcus Cross. AEW Tag Team debut on AEW Dark. Alex Reynolds grabbed Sean Carr's hand but still ate a few punches in the early goings of the AEW Dark match. Reynolds casually walked out of an incoming splash and landed a stylish dropkick followed by a hip up. John Silver hit a double drop toe hold followed by a double drop kick. With his partner Johnny Hungy, chants echoed inside the Universal Studios as Silver flexed his muscles. John Silver caught Carr in a hurricanrana and a drop kick before tagging Reynolds back in. Alex continued to dominate for his team with a few kicks. Carr, however, found an opening and tagged Marcus Cross, who leaped off the top rope and stunned Reynolds with a crossbody. Reynolds blocked Cross, suplexed and sent him flying to the corner. Silver got the hot tag and he executed two heel throws on his opponent. He completed a snapmare on Carr onto the turnbuckle and shifted his attention to Cross, who got laid out with two German suplexes. Reynolds connected with a high boot before Silver sent Cross crashing into Sean Carr in the corner with a release belly-to-belly suplex. Great combination offense. Reynolds hits the Dark Destroyer DDT on Cross, and Silver covered him for the win. Results: the Dark Order's John Silver and Alex Reynolds defeats Sean Carr and Marcus Cross on AEW Dark. Grade B. -1 kicked Cross out of the ring to end the post-match segment. Next, we have the Acclaimed versus Eshamal Fangin. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Dante Smiley. And AEW Tag Team debut on AEW Dark. Max Caster, latest verse on AEW Dark, had some amusing references such as Harry Potter and Revenge of the Mummy. The Acclaim's opponent for the night laughed in the ring as Max Caster and Anthony Bowens carried on with their entrance. Bowens went for a kick to the midsection and wasted no time in gaining control of the match. Caster came in fairly quickly, and then Acclaimed worked in tandem against Eshamal Fagin. I don't know how to. I'm not gonna continue pronouncing that name. Caster was relentless as he dropped Eshamal with a back suplex. Bowens used the springboard for an back elbow drop. No, with an elbow drop. And he proudly declared that everybody loved the Acclaim. Not me, I don't. The crowd seemed to agree with him as well. Nope, not me. Eshamal finally created some space as as he dropped Bowens down to one knee and tagged Dante Smiley. Smiley showed off his quick hands and feet with a furious combo on Bowens. Anthony stopped Smiley in his tracks with a cross chop and a thrust kick across the jaw. Caster received the tag and the Acclaim hit a double Russian leg sweep, followed by a penalty kick from Bowens. Ishamel entered the ring to help his partner, but the plan backfired as Caster was alerted of the danger. The Acclaim isolated Smiley and Caster executed the mic drop to end the match. Your winner, Acclaim, defeats Eshamel, I don't know, I'm not pronouncing that last name, and Dante Smiley on AEW Dark, Grade B. Next, we have the Bunny with the Butcher versus Santana Garrett on AEW Dark. The Bunny didn't let Santana Garrett settle down as she viciously assaulted her with a series of punches. Bunny jammed Garrett's neck into the turnbuckle with a dropkick from the back, and she talked trash at her opponent. Big Butch looked on as Bunny urged Garrett to fight back. Santana couldn't catch a break as Bunny landed a knee lift and scratched her back to inflict more pain. Garrett got back into the match with a big-time shot across Bunny's jaw. She kept up the excellent work with a handspring elbow in the corner, followed by a thrust kick. However, Garrett missed her backflip splash, and Bunny capitalized by taking her down the rabbit hole. Your winner is the Bunny defeats Santana Garrett on AEW Dark, Grade C. Next, 2.0 with Daniel Garcia versus Bison XL and 2.0 Lennon. So we have too many fucking tag teams tonight. AEW tag team debuts on AEW Dark. Jeff Parker caught Bison off guard with a no-look drop kick to start the AEW Dark match. Oh, God. Bison looked unaffected by the kick as he effortlessly scooped Parker and slammed him down to the mat. Bison dropped a big elbow, and Parker quickly retreated to his corner. 2.0 discussed their game plan on the outside before the match resumed. Matt Lee was the legal man now, and he looked to outsmart Bison XL. 2.0 used classic heel tactics to isolate Bison in the corner, and Daniel Garcia's leg trip helped them take control of the bout. 2.0 members began wearing down Bison with some outstanding tag team wrestling. Leona got the fans behind his partner as 2.0 continued to call the shots. Bison used all his strength to get away and make the hot tag to Leona. Leona came in like a freight train and bamboozled both members of 2.0. Yano, of course, executed a Samoan drop but missed the double splash in the corner. He did He did, however, land a double shoulder tackle. Garcia stepped up on the apron and to create a distraction, and it worked wonders as Bisson accidentally crashed into Liana. 2.0 delivered the two for the show. Bisson for finisher on Bisson, and Liana couldn't get into the ring to break the subsequent pinfall. 2.0 defeats Bisson XL and Liana on AEW Dark Grade B. Bisson and Liana didn't come across looking like an enhancement talents, and fans should expect to see more of the duo in the coming weeks. Next, we have Red Velvet versus Solus Royal of AEW Dark. Taz signing along to Red Velvet's entrance. Singing along to Red Velvet's entrance. Theme song was one of the highlights of AEW Dark. Taz loves stirring it up, apparently. Royal's opera singing skill was another interesting dynamic in the match. Red Velvet shut her opponent down with a single leg lariat. Royal's melodic outburst kept popping the fans, and even Taz briefly joined in with his opera rendition. Royal kept singing as she had Velvet in a headlock, and the audience was amazed by her unique brand of in-ring action. Royal wasn't just about her singing, as she rocked Velvet with a rolling back elbow. Red Velvet came back with a clothesline before landing a running knee strike in the corner. She followed it with a stunner and a running double knee strike across whatever her name was again, Royal's spy. Royal kicked out of the pinfall after getting laid out with a standing moonsault press. Royal missed her clothesline back on the feet and got caught in Red Velvet's final slice finisher. Red Velvet defeats Royal on AEW Dark Grade B. After the match, Bunny attacked Red Velvet with brass knuckles and sent a big message ahead of the TBS title tournament matches. Next, we have Bobby Fish versus Risen on AEW Dark. Bobby Fish took Risen down to begin the AEW Dark match and used his kicks to prevent an early comeback. Fish mixed things up with body shots and punches before executing a rolling senton for a 2 count. Fish got another near fall with an exploder suplex into the ropes. Bobby kept looking for the win as he executed a backdrop and transitioned to a rear naked choke. Bobby Fish released the hold and knocked Risen out with a kick across the jaw for an easy win in the books. Your winner, Bobby Fish, defeats Risen on AEW Dark Grade C. AEW co-main event, Tony Nese, AEW AEW debut versus Fuego del Sol on AEW Dark. Tony Nese first match had to be against the best luchador from Mobile, Alabama. The former WWE Cruiserweight Champion was greeted with several boos as he proudly showed off his chiseled physique before the match. Loud Fuego chanted started the match, and Tony Nese used his power to gain the early advantage. Del Sol used his quickness to launch himself into Nese's midsection. Tony Nese's incredibly agility came to the fore as he evaded a clothesline with a hip up. Del Sol was unwilling to back down as he executed a tremendous torus off the ropes. Tony Nese stopped Del Sol from soaring through the air with a stiff shoulder block. Nese got a 2 count with delayed vertical suplex. The premier athlete grabbed Del Sol and told him that they didn't belong in the same ring. Nese got another near fall with a springboard moonsault press off the second rope. He dragged Del Sol to the middle and locked him in the body scissors. The painful yet straightforward technique proved tough for Del Sol to break out of, and Nese smartly moved to a reverse gut wrench hold. Fuego used the crowd's support, broke free, and dropped Nese with a big kick. Next, we have both men beat the 10 count, and it was Fuego who took Nese off his feet once again with a crossbody. Del Sol landed 4 quick attacks before whipping Nese off on the outside with a moonsault. Del Sol got a near fall after a double foot stomp. He signaled for the tornado DDT, but Nese reversed it into a roll-up. He lifted Del Sol in midair and dumped him into the corner with a buckle bomb. Tony Nese built up a head of steam and continued with his running knee strike in the corner for his first AEW win. Tony Nese defeats Fuego del Sol on AEW Dark Grade A. Tony Nese looked polished on his AEW outgoing, and we're sure there are more wins to come for the company's latest recruit. Next, AEW Dark main event, PAC versus Tiger Rose on AEW Dark. Both men had an intense face-off before the big-time AEW Dark main event. Rose used his footwork to keep PAC guessing. The bastard used all his experience to get the side headlock takedown. PAC kept the pressure on Rose until the tables turned in the Brazilian starter's favor. The exchange between the two wrestlers were highly technical, and it made for a very exchanging viewing experience. Rose took PAC out of the air twice with modified deep arm drags, followed by a snap suplex and a double leg takedown. PAC tried to turn the match into a street fight as the action spilled over to the ringside area. Rose was sent into the barricade as PAC weathered the storm and dictated the pace of the match. A long drawn side headlock ended with Rose and PAC exchanging punches in the middle of the ring. Rose blocked the lariat and connected with a basement drop kick. He stalked his prey and ripped PAC's ribs with hooks and punches. Rose got a near fall with a traditional side suplex. Tiger looked for the cross arm breaker, but PAC reversed it into a pinfall predicament. PAC lifted Rose off the mat and came back down with a powerbomb. PAC put together a few kicks and sent Rose into the ropes for a suplex. He locked in the brutalizer and forced Rose to give up. Results: PAC defeats Tiger Rose on AEW Dark, grade B. Alright, the latest AEW Dark had some solid in-ring action and several promising new talents. And you can check out the complete episode on YouTube. Also, don't forget to share your reviews in the comments section below in the comments. I want to know what you guys think of AEW Dark. I know I've been slurring my words and messing up today. It's because I'm literally really tired today. I have one more show and then I got to do a reaction before I go to bed. So, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you guys do not miss an upload here on this channel. I'll be bringing you guys NXT results. See you guys under yellow lights. See you guys.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Buon and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.